Quite often at meetings, when I get to know clients' businesses in more details, they ask me if the project would be fully completed on our side or we just provide skilled developers. Those are two different business models which are called outsourcing and outstaffing. So I decided to record a video in order to explain these business models in more details. Let me share my screen. Outsourcing providers are project-based. That means that a client will entrust the outsourcing agency with entire project, which they will complete and manage from the beginning to end. Client is mostly responsible for providing good requirements for the project. A service provider is responsible for choosing the team structure, for hiring developers, for actual development and project management, is responsible for risk management, and the most important, for delivering the project within the budget and with the agreed timelines. One of the main advantages of outsourcing is no management efforts. It is not necessary to manage the development process in most cases. Clients are just checking project statuses and clarify requirements if needed. It means that managing tasks, resources, and deadlines are on the vendor side. The other benefit is a predictable budget, where you can predict cost for a specific service depending on the need. This helps companies spend their finances more efficiently. In most cases, outsourcing is cheaper than building projects in-house, which allows saving money and optimizing the budget. You as a client only pay for the time they spend working on a particular project. But there is no ideal system, so let's analyze the main disadvantages of outsourcing. The first one is limited visibility and less control of the project. The decreased visibility and control of project might result in misunderstandings and differences in expectations. It's a very common case when a client provides vague and unclear requirements and the service providers commits on the project without understanding those requirements. The next one is more expensive than outstaffing. When it comes to outsourcing, it is like inviting an expert chef to cook in your kitchen. You get an amazing meal without the hassle of sourcing ingredients and managing the kitchen. If you choose an outstaffing model, it is cheaper, but purchasing products, the recipe, and the time spent is on your shoulders. It means that in case of outsourcing, you pay extra for risks and for management the service provider is taking. Also important to include that outsourcing needs detailed requirements for estimation. Just as a chef needs precise instructions for the perfect dish, having clear requirements helps to provide accurate estimation in outsourcing. You must include any key details to avoid mistakes in estimation. Another disadvantage is continuous negotiations on changes. In software, development requirements are always changing. If those changes are increasing efforts or leading for refactoring completed features, the budget and timelines should be communicated and reviewed. Constant negotiations keeps conversations going, making discussions longer and increasing the resources and costs needed to handle these changes. So, whom to consider the outsourcing model? From my experience, it is suitable for small and medium businesses and enterprises with from non-IT tech businesses. Companies who are not very experienced in software development and their businesses is not related to tech. Another category are early startups with non-technical founders, ideal for startups who want to build an MVP with the specified budget. Now let's talk about another model. The main difference between outsourcing and outstaffing is that in outstaffing you hire developer from the vendor and you are responsible for providing tasks and managing this developer. Advantages of outstaffing is flexible hiring model. You can change the schedule of your software development team members, adjust their level of involvement, delegate primary tasks, and provide direct feedback. The second one is cost-effective approach compared to outsourcing. Since the client takes a more active part in managing the outsourcing team, outstaffing models generally come with a much lower cost since management and all risks are on the client's side. The outstaffing model provides full access and control. This means you're in the driver's seat, overseeing and guiding the team's work and progress every day. And of course, it's oriented on long-term cooperation. It's easy to work when outstaffed team knows the product, knows the client vision, knows how to communicate and work with clients' teams together. There are some disadvantages in outstaffing, so let's talk about them as well. Managing the development team. Sometimes clients are not ready to spend enough time, focus, and effort to manage developers effectively along with their other responsibilities. Another drawback follows from this is that handling all risks. In outstaffing, almost all risks fall on the client, making him responsible for project budget and meeting deadlines. Outstaffing will be suitable for enterprises, large organizations aiming to have direct control over their projects to make sure that they will reach company goals. Another category of companies are software development companies who want to expand their teams with special skills, companies who are struggling to find developers in their area, or companies which want to reduce the development costs. To summarize, outsourcing suits companies that prefer less direct involvement in projects, who are ready to fully delegate development to service providers. On the other hand, outstaffing is beneficial for organizations who want to have direct control and manage the development process. Which model will be suitable is your choice. Each model has pros and cons, allowing you to choose based on your goals and company strategy. So hope you enjoy this video and receive useful information.